Hello, I'm glad to be back. I'm sorry I haven't been posting videos lately, but I've had so much on, so I thought I'd make a clean start. I've recently moved house, so that's taken a lot of sorting out. We've had to get internet installed and stuff, and basically it's just been a busy couple of months, but I thought I'd have a fresh start, a new ident. So I want to start off on a rather controversial subject. Now, I'm a female and I'm comfortable with that. However, there are aspects of feminism that I do not agree with, and I'll tell you why. Now, this video is not aimed at those women who fought for women's rights and still fight for this day. The breed of feminism that I disagree with is hardcore militant feminism. I feel that these feminists are incredibly insecure of their gender identity. A lot of these feminists will make a point of breaking free of stereotypical gender roles. However, as I well know, females have a lot more freedom within their gender roles as men do. For example, women can wear trousers, t-shirts and even dungarees, and 99% of the time no comments will be made and hardly anyone would bat an eyelid. A lot of men, on the other hand, would never go out and wear a skirt. I know this has taken it to extremes, and I know a lot of men would state that they wouldn't feel comfortable wearing a skirt. It was until recently, within the last few decades, that men could go out and wear skinny jeans, pink clothing and grow up without being accused of being, and quote, big girl, gay or a sissy Nancy boy, end quote. You may think making a point of escaping stereotypical gender roles is a good thing, and I absolutely agree with you. I myself are quite masculine. This is where I feel comfortable. However, I have never made a point of burning my bra. It's the assumption that women are forced into specific roles by men, and granted it does happen, but outside of fundamentalist religious marriage or very old-fashioned marriage, it rarely happens. Women who assume that it does happen are being inherently unfair on the majority of men who see women as equal citizens. In essence, this smacks in the face of being extremely hypocritical. A woman who is trying to escape a stereotype should not use a stereotype to generalise the male populace. I also feel that it's wrong for a woman to assume that all men think about sex all the time. I admit it gets annoying when my boyfriend wants sex and all I want to do is watch Only Fools and Horses. But it is something that a man is programmed to do. I would like to refer to How the Mind Works by Steven Pinker. To summarise, he states that males are programmed to crave sex, females are programmed to crave love. A female requires a male to be there to protect her and her offspring, and in return, the male receives sex. When a male receives sex, he gives the female love. So yes, it's true, men think about sex a lot, but it's not his fault, it's just the way his brain is wired. It is also the reason why some of the most dominant women out there can be incredibly needy, speaking from personal experience. I also disagree with some feminist attitudes to transgender people, and in this case, trans girls. The assumption that just because a woman was originally born with a penis doesn't make them a real woman, and therefore a man just smacks in the face as pure ignorance and lack of education. The reason why a trans girl identifies as a woman is because of brain development. I won't go into the details, but to summarise, the brain structure of a trans girl has more in common with a biologically born female than a biologically born male. On single pieces of human anatomy, not only one single piece of human anatomy should not be a way of pigeonholing people into specific gender roles. Sorry, I'm reading from a script here. Doing this is incredibly lazy and can be extremely dangerous. As we know from years and years of psychological research regarding gender identity and sexuality, nothing is black and white, only many shades of grey. To summarise this video, I feel that the militant feminists would be more comfortable if we didn't live in a world that has equal opportunities. I'm not talking about women being subservient to men, but men being subservient to women. If you believe this, then you are no difference from the chauvinist and a misogynist. You're just different sides to the same coin. We must strive and fight for an equal world, whether you are whether you're a woman, a man, both, neither, gay, lesbian, bisexual, transgender, black, white, brown, yellow, pink, blue or lemming. Be a militant feminist if you like, but let me make my own decisions. At this point, this video brings me on to the video that nuclearnight posted recently about her dispute with vodka 2100. I just want to say this to you, nuclearnight. You are a fucking disgrace How dare you go on like that? You are. I can't get over the level of arrogance you show in your particular video. You claim to be a representative of all rape victims. That is so fucking arrogant. Who nominated you to talk on behalf of all rape victims? And second of all, you really know when you've been backed into a corner in a dispute when you're wishing people to get beaten up and punched in the face. That is disgraceful behaviour. You should be fucking ashamed of yourself. I pretty much understand that you've had a lot of disagreements, people disagreeing with you, and being thrusted upon you, but there's no excuse for it. No excuse whatsoever. If you don't like someone's opinion, and if you don't like what people have to say, don't listen to them. So what would Vogta getting beaten up achieve? Would it make you feel better? Is it productive? I'll let you answer that one. And second of all, highlighting the fact that he's significantly older than his girlfriend, what's that got to do with the dispute? Are you trying to slur him? That's disgraceful behaviour. You seriously need to learn how to argue better than that. I fucking hate people who do this kind of thing. It really gets on my tits. Like I say, you are a fucking disgrace. That's all I have to say on this particular issue.